Would you compete for a man?
No.
No?
Absolutely not.
No.
Why?
Why should I? Why shouldn't he compete for me? Why am I competing against another girl? If I'm not good enough, then he doesn't deserve me. If he's comparing me against another woman, saying, oh, you know, her qualities and traits might be better, why? Like, if I'm not good enough, then you don't deserve me.
You don't think that you compare him to other men?
Yeah, but then I'm not asking him to compete. As in, if the man is in the lineup, he would be that man that I would then go and see. Like, women don't have side men or whatever. So
What? Nah, that's not true. That's not true.
What did you say?
Women definitely have
What
sides.
did you just say?
We definitely do.
A long list.
Hold
a
on a
long
minute.
list.
I would say.
Wow.
You have go around the corner guys as well, like long line. round
Women
the
don't
corner
have
guys.
sidemen. Jesus.
I
So how
think-
does a 5-foot dude compete with a 6-foot dude?
well, they don't. There's no competition. As in, if I was looking, I wouldn't look at the 5-foot dude. I would look at the 6-foot
But
dude.
what makes you think that the 6-foot dude is looking at you?
Well, you just know.
How?
But you don't think, okay, so if it's a guy that you're attracted to, like how you don't meet guys that you're really into often, right?
Yes,
Like
correct.
it's probably rare for you where you find a guy that you're really, really into.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So you find him, and if you're really, really into him, other women are probably really, really into him, right? That's how it goes, right?
Yes.
So it's like if he's talking to 5 girls and they're let's say within a point pretty, right? They're all like within a point. How does he pick?
Picks the best one.
Okay, so how would you show if you're applying for a job? Like, wouldn't you compete for that job and get the right skills for it?
I would. I think compete is the wrong word, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Relationships are not a job.
Yeah.
It's not
You
the
don't think-
same as
Don't you
applying
think?
for a
Don't you
job.
think men are competing
Com-
for the women that we want?
No.
No way.
No, you're not.
We don't
Because
compete.
from what you've said, you think that women just come to you and you've got the
They
pick
do.
of the litter.
And that
so
yous
then
are
why
the
would
prize.
you be competing?
For me, but I'm an exception to the rule
Okay.
because I already know that there's like the dude just said, there's a small percentage of men that are smashing everything.
Mm-hmm.
I know the 90% of dudes that are at work every day that are completely invisible. So when I hear people say certain things, I'm like, you've never heard of a nerd having more than one baby mother. It's the dude that's in jail serving 20 years that's got 5 baby mums. Why? Because women like the same dude. So that same 6-foot guy that's in the room that you're saying that you wouldn't compete for, maybe you might not compete with your friends, but if it's random girls in there, you're going to compete and you're going to do what women do, which is try and be in his line of sight. You know how to compete.
I think compete is the wrong word, though. You would just be yourself, like, and you know what you bring to the table. Like,
So-
I know that when I meet a guy, I know exactly what I'm bringing to the table.
So do you lot not think that eyelashes, eyebrows, and fake tan, and hair colours and hair lengths and all these things, do you not think, and your net, all of these things are competing?
These are definitely competing.
No way.
So why do girls spend money on their lips if they're not competing? What's it for?
Yourself.
Because it's
For what?
Makes you feel
Fashion.
good.
yeah.
Feel
They're not doing it for guys.
Makes
feel
you
better than
good.
dick.
No.
All right, so it's for us.
You don't try to look good for men. You don't try to because if I'm going out somewhere and I know there's going to be attractive guys there, I'm going to try to look better.
But
Like it's
I
I
dress
dress like
the same whether I'm single or in a relationship. So if I'm in a relationship, I'll still dress up and do my hair, and that's because I want to be put together. It's not for guys to move to me.
I agree.
I don't agree with that because as soon as you get in a relationship with a girl, it goes from supermodel to headscarf,
Not for me.
tracksuits.
Not for me. When you meet me, you who I am. I don't.
You guys
I
are-
don't do the extra things.
You've never tried to dress up for a date? Like you're going on a date with a guy and you want to impress him, you want to look good?
Of course.
I just dress, but I dress how I would dress. I don't think extra outside of how I would think
like
if
you're
I was
going
going
out
out
with the girls.
anywhere.
Yeah.
This is
The
why.
same way
doesn't make
I get
sense.
up in the morning and I want to be presentable for work. It's not. I'm not trying to attract guys when I go to work.
Do you know
But what
what?
are you changing your appearance for? Why tan to 3-4 different shades darker? For what? Are you
But
trying to rank?
that's an individual thing, isn't it?
No, but I'm just asking. What is so? If it's not a competition, why are we trying to get up in a ladder of something? I'm just asking a general question.
I think
It-
I think compete is actually the right word, because in order to get anywhere in life, you need to go up against somebody to get what you want. So if it's something that you actually want, why would you not? There's loads of things in your mind. There's loads of things that you do to go and go for what you want. So whether that is from a woman's perspective, whether that is putting on the right even perfume or the right lipstick or the right, because you know that, right, listen, I'm gonna do my best because this guy right here, I want this guy. Do you know what I mean? So that is it's a competition, because you're trying to beat all the other girls out there, because there's going to be loads of, you're competing with the guys, with the girls that are around the guy that you want.
I mean, I just think
Do you know what I mean?
pretty is common, and so I feel like you have to have something that makes yourself stand out to a guy.
Yeah, it's like fishing.
Yeah, and so it's like if I'm seeing a guy and I find out his favorite meal, I'm gonna learn how to cook it because I want him to talk to me and give me attention rather than the other girls.
That is competing.
That's
Yeah,
game.
yeah,
That's
no,
game.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
I don't do that.
What?
That's game
I
right
don't do
there.
that.
You don't do that?
That's not game, because this is what I was saying earlier.
Why
Modern
wouldn't you do
women
that?
don't have game.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Like, don't
Why
you,
Like
would I do
if you like someone, like
don't-
you meet someone.
No,
you
what
like,
I'm saying is, if I'm with someone, if I'm cooking for someone, I'm already with them. I'm not competing with other girls that they're talking to.
You see, but
So-
that's where you go wrong. Because
before his
It's
wife
not where I
to you,
go wrong
I think-
because I've had relationships, so I don't have to compete for relationships. If a guy comes to me and wants to be with me, then we're together. I've not had experiences where I have to going out and I'm seeing someone and I'm like, he's good looking and there's loads of girls that like him, so I need to do extra things to get him.
Yes.
I don't do that.
Okay, maybe not you, but I think that is exactly where a lot of women go wrong, because
Absolutely.
because they don't, even when they jump into a relationship, they stop competing.
Like, I don't know why
They
women...
stop when normally if it's a guy, if they jump into a relationship, then
the word
they're gonna try and how they compete for you is to make themselves better, follow their purpose, build up their status, build up their money. Do you know what I mean? That's how they compete for you and maybe others, whatever. But if a woman's not gonna do they don't need to do the same. But if they're not gonna try and compete even when in a relationship, and that's where it starts going.
Compete with who?
Everybody else
Compete
that's
with
out
everyone
there.
else that's
Wait, so-
around.
so
That's around.
When you guys
No, but it's the word compete.
Nah,
Like,
but
I'm not
it's
saying that I
competing.
don't do things for my partner. Yeah, or I didn't say that. I'm just not I'm not in my head going, I need to cook him dinner because someone else
Same.
will. I
Nah,
need to
but-
dress
Same.
nice because someone else is.
Can I-
But it's not.
Can I ask you a question?
It's not about someone else. It's just like
So
you
the
don't
word
want you
compete-
don't want a
if-
guy that's
if
worth.
you're
You don't wait. You don't want a guy that's worth competing for.
That's what I
Like
was
I don't
gonna
want a
say.
guy that
But
no
if
one else
you're-
wants. Like
If you're competing, there has to be other people involved.
but
Every
they're
time you
always-
walk outside.
There is.
there is.
At your man's job, there's gonna be
Well, I
4 or
don't-
5 girls that are like, they know full well he's in a relationship, but they will take him.
and I'm aware of that.
They'll
but
take
that
him.
doesn't bother me.
all right, but you check
doesn't bother
check
me.
check this though. Like
I'm just gonna do what I can do for my partner.
It's more nuanced than that though. Like you're competing in a sense where you look after him and you make sure he's good. But if you started to neglect him and you didn't do all the things that you do, then he might start looking elsewhere.
Yeah, but what
And
does
It's
the
the
other
man
word
people-
do
compete.
for,
It's
do
the word
for
I think
compete.
the word compete's triggering you too much to actually like understand.
it's just
probably.
it's yeah.
when a
maybe
man
it is-
and woman get in a relationship and everyone's talking about what the woman should do to keep the man, but what is the man going to do?
It goes
to keep
to
the woman?
3 Ps.
What
It
is
goes
do
he
you
to-
guys
doing
do you
to
guys
keep
do
the
you
woman?
Provide.
guys do you guys usually pay for dates?
Equal split?
Are you split
On the
it?
first date, I would say the man should pay, but after that, we can go halves or split the bill. I'm happy to do that.
Do you expect a man, if you were attacked and you were with him, do you expect him to protect you? Or would you just say, "Oh, you deal with this on your own. You got it."
She got a black belt. So don't. She
Yeah,
got a black belt. Don't play it.
yeah. If you were with a guy and he's like, you got a black belt, you got it.
He's gonna be like, you got this. You got this.
Yeah. Is he getting some after that?
Yeah. How would you respond? Would you want to stay with him?
No.
No, right?
Why not?
Well, because
men provide protection. That's why.
That's right.
Protection, provision, and profession.
But he also needs to maintain lots of things as well as a woman does when they get into a relationship.
No, women don't have to do nothing when they get in a relationship. That's why you get into relationships.
They do.
No, you don't. What do you actually have to physically do other than keep my needs satisfied in a relationship? Let's cut away what you're doing actually in your own life. So let's draw two circles, and the two circles that interact. That is where a relationship's supposed to live. That's how you last in one. The outsides of the circle are supposed to be in your own lives. Those little sections there, what are you supposed to be? What are you doing?
In my own circle?
No, not in your own circle.
In the middle circle.
In the circle that crosses with the person that you're in with a relationship. That's the small space.
You'll be cooking him dinner, I don't know, doing his washing, deciding dates and arranging things and I don't know.
And would you want to pay for anything? You're expecting that you don't pay for nothing.
No.
The stuff that you pay for should be buying me gifts and buying the family gifts. That's the stuff that you should be paying for, right? That's what you'd want your money to be spent on.
I think that a man and woman can go equal, as in if we're going on a date or we're going out to a restaurant for dinner, it can be split in half.
It can be. I can put on a parachute.
I'm not expecting you to pay. Therefore, I think that I'm still doing my stuff. You can do your stuff. It's just not about protection. It's about lots of things.
Yeah, but we're not saying what you can do. I could put on a parachute and jump off this penthouse right now. I could do that, but that wouldn't make any sense. What would make sense is me getting an elevator. What makes sense is the man paying for it because you are in a relationship. That's why the first thing you said was cooking food. Your innate brain was to go straight to the kitchen. And if I was to say to you, go straight to the kitchen, you might kick me because you're a black belt if I was to say it. But your DNA was like food, provision, home, because that is the natural order of things. Like, it's what man and woman supposed to do. We protect